Welcome back, friends. Today we're looking at Celebrity album Mining for Twilight. This was, I believe, Doghouse America Incorporated. This was released on April 11th, 2006. I believe it is 11 or 10 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, that's 11, right. So Celebrity is a band, I believe they came out of Tennessee, if I remember correctly. I'll throw up images at some point, but the first thing they ever had that I heard was their EP called Sleep, or SLEEP, Sleep. I'll show a picture of that here. And then they followed that up with, I think in 2000 that was 2002. I think they had a full length album in 2003 called Lovesick, which you can see here. And they followed that up 2006 in April with Mining for Twilight. This is the only 3 releases they had were Sleep, Lovesick, and Mining for Twilight. So obviously this is the last release 19 years ago. So the song tracks, or the tracks, we have Blood Sugar, Motion Pictures About Love, Hellbent, They Notice, Nothing Left for You, 21, Solstice, Lipstick and Rouge, Dangerous Kind, Motivation, and Sonar. I was gonna say there was, oh yeah, there's a, I was gonna say, this is a 2-disc release. This is actually a DVD. So it has a full album of 11 tracks and then a DVD that has 4 music videos. It has a music video for Motion Pictures About Love, has one for Nothing Left for You, and then it has one for Solstice, and then there's a music video for a song called Disconnected, which is actually on the previous album, Lovesick. But this was released, like I said, April of 06. A place in, I guess technically it's probably Shawnee, Kansas, called Need More Discs. I can't even read those lyrics. Called Need More Discs. Is where I bought this brand new from. And it's funny because I went in there the day it released, or right around the same week or so, and bought it. And then like a couple of days later, my friend Jonathan came to town, and him and I went to Need More Discs, and he bought the other copy of the disc that they had. And the guy behind the register said, "Wow, I only ordered 2 copies of that album. I didn't know it'd sell so well." And I kind of told the guy, "Yeah, I'm the one who bought the other one the other day." Because out of pretty much anybody that I know, the only people I know who know of the band Celebrity are myself, my friend Jonathan, and then my girlfriend years ago, Kelly, who's the one that turned me on to Celebrity in 2002, 2003 or so. Because she went and saw some show that they were one of the openers for. She bought 2 copies of the Sleep EP, one for her, one for me, and then that was one of the 2 or 3 albums that we listened to in her basement room, like every time we were together. So, produced and mixed by Mark Nash, engineered by Steve Short and Mark Nash, recorded at the Castle, Nashville, Tennessee, and the Book House, Los Angeles, California. Mastered by Dave Collins at Dave Collins Mastering. Celebrity is Lance Black, Matt Fine, Ryan Paris, Jesse Fine. www.imcelebrity.com. I'm trying to think. These guys went off into other projects, but I forget what the other projects were that they had after Celebrity. But out of the 3 releases that Celebrity had, I do probably rank them in the order of release as far as like the ones I listen to the most. Like Sleep hits hard with me. Lovesick same way, and Mining for Twilight. None of the albums had filler tracks. I think every single album in the EP are all completely solid. I think this album is completely amazing. Like Sonar, I dig. The Motivation is good. Nothing Left for You is really sad. Not one miss on this album. Like I said, I like it a lot, but I still rank it in order of release as far as like, not even, this could technically be like their best sounding and best album, but as far as like nostalgia and just importance to me, it kind of sits down there in the 3rd spot. But I think the problem, this is just my own conjecture, but I think the problem with Celebrity is their name was Celebrity. You know, so you get on the internet, you type in celebrity music, celebrity band, you're going to get some band that has celebrities in them. So I think they were a hard band to find. I do have a great story to tell about Celebrity, but I'll have to wait for the Sleep EP because it correlates to that. About one of those things where you say something and then it's completely like flipped in your face right afterwards. But Celebrity is a band that like I think I only saw once. 2003. I'll throw up an image of it. 2003 Blue Note, Columbia, Missouri, with Juliana Theory and 1 or 2 other bands. I can't remember who they are, but we'll see it here in a second, right? So whoever there was listed, I can't find it right now. This band I think should have been a lot bigger. Music's fantastic. Maybe in other parts of the country they had a bigger and better following, which is here in the Kansas City area. I don't know anybody outside of my small group of friends who all listened to the same time of music that knew who this band was. I actually just the other day I was rocking a Celebrity T-shirt when I was doing laundry and stuff around the house. There's still a band that comes on shuffle all the time. This album is sitting out because I was listening to it in the truck just a couple weeks ago. Celebrity, Mining for Twilight. Check it out. I'm sure it's all on Apple Music and Spotify, all that stuff. There's videos online. Fantastic band. Need to track down what these guys have been up to since. I can't remember the name of their other bands off the top of my head. I know they've been doing other things since. So Celebrity, Mining for Twilight, Lovesick, Sleep. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys know these bands? Have you ever heard of Celebrity? I hope you have. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.